people will always have coaching stories. I understand that. But what they were saying, I was like, I never, ever want my players to say that when they come back to an alumni social about them not being allowed to take certain classes because they want to become doctors and nurses, but that wasn't allowed because that would conflict with practice time. And just a top-down leadership, like basically yelling, pitting people against each other in the same position when what we focus on is them helping each other to get better. And so I had to really make a shift, and it took a while for the team to even understand. And they were even craving the old leadership a little bit, where in volleyball, it used to be, not anymore. Coaches don't give a coach on one, where if someone doesn't go for a ball, you pull them aside, and for minutes, you just slam balls at them. And it's traumatic and horrible. And at the beginning of my career, I did it because my boss did, and I thought that's what you did. But early in my career at Green Bay, I was just like, the way I lead, this does not match with how I lead. And we got to figure out how to be creative to get people to go for balls without, embarrassing them. And I took it away. And we had a player, our captain, pull me aside. I'll never forget it. We were at South Dakota State. I'll remember where we were standing. And she said, "Can we bring back coach on ones?" And I was like, in my head thinking, no. But I just said, okay, well, we'll think about what makes sense. And you have to train them that that's not how they should be led.
So what was, I mean, you've had amazing success. The last 2 years, you've taken your team to the conference finals, and the other schools in the program really dread playing you all. If there were one or two key pivots that in your thinking, in your attitude, in how you approach things, one or two small pivots, but yet they had a major tipping point in your impact, what would it be?
Probably as a head coach trying to sustain season. I recently started having sessions with a guy who's trying to start a business in burnout and coaching, which I mean, we desperately need that profession. And so it's been fun to chat with him about where I've been at in my career. And when you're coaching throughout season, I can get into a 10 out of 10 dark place. I still remember that in Green Bay. And I don't know if it's because I'm over 40 now and like that's what happens naturally, but I don't worry as much. I don't sweat the small stuff. But the big saying that I really like, and I mentor someone and I told it to him and it's helped him as a new head coach. It's not about you. It's not about you. Like, just think about it being about the team. And he said that that mantra helped him because it's just you're eventually reminding yourself that you're being selfish, almost in a way where you're making it all about yourself when you're caught in this darkness. And so I think that really helps me snap out of it and helps me be there for our players. And then another thing is just relentless communication. They are not going to understand it the first time. And number two, they're trying. They're trying really hard. So don't like hate on your players, which I never did, but that's just what leaders sometimes do. They go to complaining about their people.
You know, what you're describing is what we call the shift from being a perfectionist leader to a leader that's committed to excellence. And they're not the same, even though people think they are.